Have you ever said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? Or maybe, "I'll start later, when I have more time"? Daniel Parker lived by those words. For 5 long years, tomorrow was his favorite word. While his friends were getting promotions, starting families, and traveling the world, Daniel was stuck. His life was a paused movie, and the remote was lost in a pile of excuses. One evening, he ran into his old college friend, Michael. Michael was beaming, talking about his new business venture, his recent trip to Japan, his plans for the future. Listening to him, Daniel felt a sharp, painful sting. It wasn't jealousy, not really. It was the crushing weight of his own inaction. Michael's success was a mirror reflecting Daniel's stagnation. He went home that night feeling emptier than ever, the phrase "I'll do it tomorrow" echoing in his mind like a taunt. But the real wake-up call, the one that shook him to his core, came a few weeks later. His uncle, a man he'd always looked up to, passed away suddenly. At the funeral, everyone shared stories of his uncle's big dreams, the book he always wanted to write, the boat he was going to build, the world tour he planned to take one day, but one day never came. He ran out of tomorrows. Standing there, Daniel saw his own future flash before his eyes. He was on the exact same path, letting his dreams gather dust while he waited for a perfect moment that would never arrive. That was it, the breaking point. He went home, looked at himself in the mirror, and made a promise. No more excuses. I start today. It wasn't a grand, dramatic gesture. It was a quiet, firm decision. That very night, instead of scrolling through his phone, he spent an hour researching online courses he'd been putting off. He filled out an application right then and there. Before bed, he put on his running shoes and went for a short jog around the block, something he'd been telling himself he'd do soon for months. The next day, he didn't hit snooze. He got up and jogged again. He started breaking down his big, scary goals into tiny, manageable steps. Apply for 1 job a day. Read 10 pages of a book. Write 1 paragraph for his business plan. Each small action was a vote for the person he wanted to become. It was hard. The old habits screamed at him to just relax, to do it later, but the image of his uncle's unfulfilled dreams and the fear of his own was a powerful motivator. Fast forward 2 years, you wouldn't recognize Daniel. He didn't just complete that online course. He used it to launch his own small marketing company. He wasn't just jogging. He had completed his first half marathon. He was healthier, happier, and more alive than he had ever felt. His life was no longer on pause. He was the one directing the movie, and it was becoming an adventure. Daniel's story isn't about some magical transformation. It's about the power of one decision to stop waiting and start doing. Excuses are the thieves that steal our dreams, our time, and ultimately, our lives. That perfect moment you're waiting for. It's right now, that tomorrow you keep talking about. It robs you of today. So, what's the one thing you've been putting off? The thing you keep saying you'll do later. Don't let it become a ghost that haunts you. Take one small step today. Not a giant leap, just a single step. Send that email, make that call, write that first sentence. Because your future self is depending on the actions you take right now. Stop making excuses. Start living your story. Thanks for watching Learn Motivated Stories. If this resonated with you, please subscribe to the channel for more content that can help you build the life you want. See you next time.